How's it going, everybody? I am back in Fallout 76. This is the second build that I've done in this game. This is on near Spruce Knob Lake. It's like to the east, a little bit south of Top of the World. I was just exploring and I saw this nice little creek area. I really liked how it looked. It's the first area I had not found a settlement or a location near that had like an actual water source, because they have okay, actually let me talk about this real quick. So if you've built a settlement, you've moved it without deleting the previous settlement, it'll store all the items that you previously built as blueprints in the stored section. If you go through, you can decide to store all those blueprints. After the game comes out, I'm probably going to do a video that explains all of the different mechanics and stuff of the build menu, because it seems that a lot of people don't quite know what's going on with the build menu all the time. So I'm going to try to help and explain some things in the build menu for those who don't quite understand it. But basically, this was the first area that I had found that had like a little bit of a water source that I could use. And I just wanted to go ahead and use it for a settlement. I noticed the lake afterwards, so that's what this is right here, is me deleting everything and then immediately trying to move my camp down to the lake. Realized that this is an actual in-game location, Spruce Knob Lake, so that didn't work. So I just left my camp where it was. I was trying to see if I could place a water purifier in here, because this is probably one of the most important things to have, is a water purifier. Whether it's the in-ground one or the water one. I think at this time I didn't have the in-ground water purifier, and I just wanted to have a water purifier that would give me purified water. It's like 17 every hour or something like that, or maybe this one's only 10, or it says 24 per hour. There's vertibots flying around. Wires in this game are kind of clunky, so as you can see right there, it kind of was trying to place the wire like floating between the things I was building, or the things I was trying to connect. I'm building the fence down, kind of blocking off the area where the water purifier and the generator are. Those things are super loud. There's 3 of them. I don't know what's going on. I unlocked the fusion generator from doing an event. I think it was the Poseidon Energy plant. I actually took control of it and repaired it. Did that whole quest, so it just wasn't working. Wouldn't give me the fusion cores. It kept saying that it was still broken, but it's whatever. But this is where the actual build comes in. I have an idea for sort of like a lean-to area on the side of my house. I have to get this to work out properly. Sort of like a porch. That was sort of my idea at first, was having a porch on the side, but it ends up being sort of like a lean-to style on the side, and I struggle to get all of the items as decoration that I need in there, that I want in there, to actually get placed. So to get here, you have to go through my house, or I guess technically you could jump over the windowsill or over the railing of that side of the house. I was going to delete that because I was going to put actual railings down, and then I was like, why would I do that? I'll just place down these little railings on the side, and then I think I went with the regular fence one here so that it is a little bit different. I go to add a door. I don't know why I did this, because now I'm stuck inside. In this game, it's not as bad because you can get out much easier than you could in Fallout 4 in and out of the build menu. So I don't think it would have mattered as much, but then I go ahead and start placing down all the different workbenches that I want in here. So you can see, got a weapons workbench, trying to line it up with the building but not clip it in, and it's giving me a real hard time. Realize that the window is gonna clip into it. I was just like, I won't open it and then go outside. That's fine. Place a tinkerer's workbench down, and then I thought about doing stuff on the inside of the house. Realized I don't really want to do that. I want everything to be out here. So place. It was really, so something I've noticed is that if you have a roof with a half wall connected to it, it doesn't want you to place things underneath it. It's very difficult to place things underneath it. The 3 objects that I did place underneath it worked fine for some reason, but as you can see, it's very touchy about where you can and can't place objects underneath. To provide some light out here, I wanted to have a fire barrel. I wish that it was more of the color of the campfire. It's not, though. It's, for some reason, it projects light like a light bulb does. Speaking of light bulbs, in the beta before the first patch that they did, the light bulbs would work without electricity. You really didn't need electricity for anything, really, that asked for electricity, unless it had to be like specifically plugged into something. Like lights, you didn't really have to. And then same with any sort of lamps or anything. You didn't have to have any sort of power in the area. Another glitch that was in the game that's probably not going to be in the full game is if you have one of an object unlocked, you have any variant of it unlocked. As long as you place down one of the variants before and you have at least one stored, you can place any variant of that object. That was in the beta. I doubt it's going to be in the full game, but who knows. But yeah, you could basically unlock any variant of any object. If you had one chair, like this sign, I'm placing the unstoppable signs, it's locked because I had placed a different sign and then stored it. Same with chairs, couches, anything. Also, wind chimes don't work. I would love to have wind chimes on my house. That'd be cool. But they don't work at all. US flag is probably like the most expensive thing that I've seen. It was like 800 caps or something to unlock it. It was something ridiculous, like more than I was willing to spend on a plan. A lot of objects that are for sale in the store for plans in-game store, not Atom Shop. Atom Shop, I bought these succulents. I also bought the Vault 76 trucker cap because they were super easy to get the atoms for. Atom Shop, I really don't have that big of a problem with it. As of right now, I'm kind of a little bit more disappointed with it because they added a bunch of stuff that people have found in the files, and I'm kind of frustrated with that because I feel the same way that a lot of people felt about Creation Club, because I had people basically attack me for saying Creation Club wasn't that big of a deal, because the game's been out for 3 years by the time Creation Club came out, and they're just making mods, like basically small DLCs for Fallout 76 or Fallout 4 and selling it to you. With this, the game's not even out yet, and they already have tons of things. I want to Scarecrow so bad. They're adding tons of things to the Atom Shop, and that's where I'm a little off-put by the Atom Shop, is I don't think it's right to really add things to the game for like behind like a paywall yet. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't put something behind a paywall anyway, but because to me, if you're not really, with the Atom Shop being cosmetic, I don't have that big of a problem with it, but with it being so early in the game's development that they planned it, they're trying to do a games as a service thing. I get that because they want to make money. They're a company, like that's to be expected. You you should expect any game company now to try to follow that trend. Look at all the battle royale games that have come out in the last like year since PUBG got super popular, and now Fortnite's like the biggest game in the world, and it's ridiculous. All gaming companies are like that though. They just are trying to make some money. And I mean, they're a company. You can't expect much else from them. They don't have like the morals that like a regular person would have. They just think, oh, someone will pay for this, so we'll charge. And whether you try to pay for Adams or you don't pay for Adams is on you. But it's really just a decision for each person. I don't really think anyone should be attacked for paying for things that they want with their money, regardless of whether it affects, I mean, if I buy Creation Club points to buy a DLC that I want, I don't think that I deserve to be attacked for that, nor do I think anybody deserves to be attacked for that. If someone wants to pay for that, they can. But here's the finished tour. Nothing super crazy. Sound was off for a couple seconds. I don't fully understand why. Nothing super crazy, like I said. Just a little like house with a porch area that's got all of the workbenches. I didn't lock my doors on this house. This house is a little bit more hidden away. You could see the location on the map at the end of the video. I showed it, or at the end of the build. I showed it on the map so everybody can see where it is. It was very short. You'll have to pause it if you really want to see it that bad. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this build. And yeah, nothing too crazy. Got a lot of food everywhere or in the area, so people can't just rob me blind of all my food unless they search the whole time. My doors aren't locked right now. There's a water purifier that people totally can get access to. I can view it from the inside of my house. Right here I can view my porch and realize that the window is glitching into the weapons workbench, so probably shouldn't leave that open whenever I walk out to the porch. I got rid of the door on the porch. I didn't see why it needed to be there. It lets it be a little bit more open. But yeah, that's the full build. Gonna have a sweet little panorama here in a second. But yeah, I've been enjoying Fallout 76 so far, and by the point this video goes up, it's probably already out. More than likely, because I'm recording it on the 12th. Comes out in 2 days. I've yet to get my pre-order. May do an unboxing video, which would be my first video not in a game. So I guess we'll see whenever I receive that, if I really feel like doing that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.